Hi, my name is Yarel Rodriguez Torres, and my topic for my speech today is that why we should get rid of the phone ban. I live in Dallas, Texas, and in my high school, phones are banned. You cannot use your phone from the first bell. Actually, right when you enter to school, they ask you to put it away in your backpack, and you cannot take it out the whole entire day, not even in the cafeteria or when you go to the restroom, nothing until you get out of school. Um, there will be consequences if you don't follow these rules. For example, you might pay $15 for the first warning, like when they take your phone, and then there's also more consequences. Um, there's a phone ban for to reduce classroom distractions, and I feel like that's kind of not true because students are gonna get distracted no matter what. They will get distracted if they're on their phone or if they're not on their phone. Me personally, I do get distracted a lot. Like, for example, I can just be like writing something and then out of nowhere, like, I can get distracted, like by playing with my hands or something. Um, Not necessary with my phone, right? And also, the phone ban is because they think that students spend too much time like on their phones, that they don't like interact with the people. Personally, I think that's also not true because my teacher last year, when the phone ban wasn't true, she would put like a game on their board, and she would be like, oh, like, yeah, y'all can join on your phones, and like me and my friends would join, and like we would still talk to each other, or for example, on the cafeteria, me personally, I really never saw people on their phones because they were always talking to their friends. So I don't really think they don't socialize. And also on the classrooms, um I will see people on their phones, but it's because they will be helping like with their work. And they will also be asking the teacher because the teacher sometimes would be too busy. So she'll be like, oh yeah, like y'all can use help like on your phones. So I think the phone actually helps you learn better because sometimes people like don't understand the way that the teacher is teaching it. But if they search it up and like maybe like for example, if you searched up something like on Google, like a math problem or something, it will give you like the steps how to do it another way, and like you will understand it better. I feel like the phone actually helps you like understand the subject better. um the problem with the phone ban is that if there's like an emergency or something, you will not be able to use your phone at all. Why? Because you will get in trouble. For example, if um if you're like alone, for example, in a classroom or in the restroom, and something happens, you will have to actually like try and find a teacher. And then what if the teacher doesn't even have time for you, you know? So to like call your parents or something. So I feel like personally like the phone is better because last year, and it also makes like your parents more secure. For example, last year my parents would always like text me like throughout the day to make sure that everything was going good at school. Because one time they got like a message about something that was happening in like a lot of schools. So they would text me and they would be like if I was fine or whatsoever. Um I feel like we should be able to get rid of this phone ban because I feel like it's not really helping the students or anything. I feel like everything is still the same. I feel like there isn't really big help on the phone ban. Also there's some solutions that they can use, that is that they can actually use their phones but only if the teacher let them. Like if the teacher's like, actually everyone put away their phones, like I need y'all to pay attention to this, I feel like that's good. Or for example, like we could use like our phones, but only on the hallways. On the hallways, I feel like sometimes this happened a lot. Like when at the beginning of school, like people would have their schedules, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, take a picture." You couldn't take a picture because there was a phone ban. So I feel like that actually helps you a lot. And then also, me personally, I go to school really early in the morning, so I was in the cafeteria and like I couldn't use my phone because the phone banned. So I would just be sitting there, and there wouldn't be a lot of people in the cafeteria. I hope this changed. This might be changing your minds about the phone ban, and that's all.